Alrighty guys, welcome back to another episode from Lucky Landlord. Now, I've been reading the comments lately, and it looks like I've been doing things wrong, or there's some things you want to try. So let's see if we can get any of those things done today. Alright, let's begin. Let's see what we can do here. I don't know exactly how we're going to be starting this run, because we have, let's say, 3 different routes we can be taking. Either maxing out Archeologist, we can go break the game with flowers, or we can break the game with jokers. It's an interesting thought on what we should do. So I'm thinking I really would like to break the game and try to achieve like what's closest to the world record if possible. I don't know if anybody's gotten any higher yet, but getting that whole setup of cards or symbols is so difficult. It's because usually the game doesn't want to throw everything at you. So we can try our best. Look at the swear jar. Swear jar can come in clutch, which is nice, especially since I grabbed the coal. Coal's not going to be helping us for a long time, but if we hit the point it will help us, it's going to pay off. A 3-sided dice. The dice is always strong in the early game. Potential 3s could really help, and there's nothing wrong with the suit. Alright, so we definitely hit over that rent payment, which is good. And a diver this early? Oh man. Okay. Looks like we're gonna oyster spam. I'm surprised we got a rare that early. I really didn't expect that. Did we get... No. So we don't have anything for the mouse. We'll skip this run. I might regret that, because we have to make this diver worth something. A dwarf would be really handy. Let's grab the cultist. It's a good chance we won't make this next rent payment. We'll skip here, we'll break this big symbol bag. There's a dwarf, perfect. Oyster, perfect. Key, perfect. I guess I'll get the coal. I hope that doesn't bite me in the butt. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's hope for the best. We need this lockbox to go off. Perfect. Guys, this might be one of them game-breaking runs. If everything's working perfectly like this, an early rare, this is very promising. Especially with these 2 beers off to the side. They're spoiling me. If 3 or more of the symbols are... You can't beat the lunchbox, man. If you have a dwarf, always grab that lunchbox. It works with the baby, monkey, Mrs. Fruit. It's always a very, very strong thing to grab. And beer? I keep saying beer, I'm about to get drunk. Let's see what we can do here. Voidstone. Voidstone's strong early. It either destroys itself or it makes all your empty slots worth 1. It's next to it at least. We need to get a lockpick or a key. It would make it very handy, and we can start grabbing all of these. We're gonna skip that one. We're actually 39 ahead on our rent payment. Pretty decent. We have a pretty good lead right now, so I don't mind skipping too much. We have a wine, and I think that pays 20 something. Let me see what that pays. I might want to grab the buffing capsule. I don't know if the buffing capsule will be worth more, but I'd like to give it a shot. I think if we get all of our suits together around the buffing capsule and everything's adjacent, like, that's perfect. I think we should make more. And I think that is more. Now that might not have been the best decision, but I feel like it was, so we'll have to take that for now. And I want to grab another lockbox. I'll play with the bronze arrow, you know? Bronze arrow didn't do anything bad right now. I usually regret... Ooh, man. We'll get a goldfish. It's like the game's trying to tell me to max out the diver. I'm saying the dwarf's gonna black out and max out the diver. Oh lordy. Actually very, very strong. It's actually a crazy game. I don't want to say very strong. This is going crazy. It's gonna sound crazy. This is, I woke up. This is the first game. I was like, alright, I'm ready. I'm ready to lose like 15 hours just to get a game-breaking run, but if everything keeps rolling like this, it might not even take that. Maybe 4 hours, and then I can get a full breaking run. As long as everything's as promising. Look at the oyster. I do need the key, but the oyster can potentially give me so much more than 15 coins. As long as it starts producing pearls and fast. There's the key, perfect. You'd love to see it. Pearl. Pearl is good. We are about to have 2 diamonds, which is going to be really handy. Damn it. I really didn't want that oyster to get killed, but... I would get another coal, but I don't think if we waste our symbol slots on empty, or nothing that pays, I don't think we're going to make it. A strong hand, but I don't know if it's that strong. I'm gonna get the buffing capsule. I don't really like Robin Hood in this case. This is perfect. I think this is one of those situations where the buffing capsule pays more. Full bounty, we'll skip. I do need to get some more symbols in now, sadly. I feel like we have too many empty slots. It's gonna hurt us in the long run. We have a strong enough set of symbols now that we can afford a few skips, but we can't keep it up. Skip here, I'll drop the symbol bomb. Oyster perfect. Oyster perfect. You love to see it, you know? We have 3 oysters, this diver's gonna be thick. With 2 C's, man. 5-sided die, I'm gonna skip. It's hard to get rid of the dice once you get them, so... At this point, since we really don't need it as like a foundation, even though it's not a very strong one, but it's a very strong item in the early game, it's probably safer for me not to get it. This is perfect. Couldn't have buffed anything better. Another diver. This game's just, it's a sign, man. We'll grab the key. It's trying to tell me. Let's see, we'll skip here. We'll grab the item capsule, it's not gonna hurt anything. The looting glove's pretty decent. Would have been nice to get this earlier. Grab the void creature, I'm gonna skip the suit. Because I think we have enough suits now. If we do end up going with suits, I'm probably going to only get jokers and card shark. Because we still have to clear out our board a little bit for the end game. Yeah, so we still have a strong lead. But it looks like the amount of coins I'm getting each roll, it's not increasing very much. Which worries me because once we hit the 777 payment or the 600 payments, I don't know if we're going to be able to get up that high. Yeah, see, we only have a little lead. And even with the lead, we're still not at like 700, which isn't promising. But let's hope for the best still. We can still make the magic happen. The piggy bank's paying. It's paying well. Egg carton. Look at the egg carton. I don't like it at this point in the game, but it's an extra 6 coins. We'll skip that. I need to get rid of the toddler. I don't like the toddler. But it's too soon to get Zeroth because I want to make the diver worth something. I like the thought of an archaeologist and oysters. I feel like if you get maybe 4 oysters or 5 oysters and an archaeologist, and you get the item that doubles the chance that symbols that give something will give something, I feel like you could get, quote, the highest paying of any unit, even exceeding things like jokers and Or sorry, the suits and flowers. But I feel like the only way to ever prove that is you would need an auto clicker or some program that can click for you in timed intervals. And if I had a program like that, I could set a game-breaking run, and I could just try to let it go on overnight and for a few days, maybe a few weeks straight, but I wouldn't be able to do anything if I did. Look at the silver arrow. Zeroth's contract. So now we don't even need General Zeroth, we can just get bounty hunters, and the bounty hunters can kill stuff for me. But before I get that, I'm gonna need the swapping symbol, because I don't want any of my diver, I don't want my diver to die. And I may have something else I don't want dead. Probably my dwarf. Once I beat the game, I don't mind if my dwarf dies, but until we get to that point, I'd like to keep him. Yeah, so our lead's not that big, which is not good. We're getting to the point where we can almost make the final rent payment, which is good. But we're still behind. Alright, it looks like we're gonna make it to endless mode. I think we have a strong enough set of symbols. Do I need a key? No, we already have a key, so we can skip that. Let's just hope we get a game-breaking item here. These items you get, especially in the late game, are very important. I love to see it. Darn, that sucks. We'll get tax evasion. Now it's possible now that we got the Archeologist. I could try maxing out the Archeologist. A mega chest? Oh, come on. Lucky capsule it is. I lost my key. I'm probably not gonna grab another key anyways. So I'd rather have a chance at a rare. I'll miss this fruit. Right, we'll get rid of my cherry. This fruit's gonna take the cherry. Then we'll have to skim down the people a little bit. But I'm not too worried about that. Once we clear out a lot of the junk we have, we're gonna have a pretty clean, I guess a pretty clean board. Here's a safe bet. It feels strange rolling so many rares. I don't have anything that really increases luck. And I feel like we are getting very lucky. Doesn't usually come like this. Alright, this is the final rent payment. I really don't want to grab another silver arrow, but we'll grab it. Rusty gear, I love to see it. I know the conveyor belt is very good too, and that's one of the items, like a win condition to maxing out the Archeologist, Diver, and etc. But the rusty gear helps you break games, so I have to grab that instead. I have to prioritize the game-breaking item. It pays so well. I think if we can use this rusty gear to help us break the game, like in that case, help us get so much money, if we can do that, then we could just Midas bomb our whole board once we have a big enough lead. And then we could just, we could fish for an Archeologist and oysters, or fish for just maxing out a diver. Get a crab. Ooh, I need to get eggs too. I've been focusing on the diver, but keep forgetting I have an egg carton. We still haven't gotten rid of the cherries. Alright, there we go. This should have one more cherry. Get a beer. And once our dwarf finishes his last alcohol beverages, I think I'm gonna start killing people. I really just hope I get the swapping symbol. Because I put too much junk in my symbols. Wow, that's so lucky. Straight 3 rares, man. This is gonna be a good paying one. Too bad it wasn't tripled. Diamonds. Well, I'll get it just in case. Having the suits flush out all the junk is pretty handy right now. I'm not gonna get the crab even though the diver can get it. Because now it's getting hard for me to have my diver even land on the board with items I add. Which is starting to become a problem. But I think we're gonna make this next rent payment. I may have to skip that one. We should make this rent payment. We should. Yeah, we're looking good right now. I don't need a... Okay, we don't need the key. We'll skip that. Probably gonna stop taking any chest. We'll have to skip. That's gonna be a big diver. Wow. That's crazy. We'll skip this one. I don't want the gems. Another diver. We're getting good luck with the rares, but I wish if all those rares were jokers, it'd be crazy. Right now, the amount of money we'd be making every spin would be absolutely insane. Alright, so I don't know if we're gonna make this next rent payment. We may have to try again on breaking the game. Comfy pillow? Man, if we got that earlier, ooh, it guarantees rare items. So let's just hope we can make this payment. If we can make this next rent payment, perfect. I'm gonna take that rusty pillow, comfy pillow, sorry. And we'll get our rare. But we have to do way better than last time, which is... We almost were right on the dot. Yeah, we were missing like 900. If everybody hits my diver, or all those arrows start hitting my diver, it's a good chance we will make it. Alright, let's see, we're gonna have to skip that one, sadly. Darn it, darn it, darn it. That's what we like to see. We have 3 spins to make 500 coins. That'll be a hard one. It's possible, but we need all of our arrows to hit the diver. It's the only way we can do it right now. Yeah, I mean, this is worth a lot, but it's not enough. 1 spin, we'd need 400. I don't think we can do this. Maybe with the piggy bank we'll try, but... Alright, let's see what happens. Piggy bank? Red jar? No. Alright, it's worth a shot. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna cut to another video. And what that other video is gonna be is just... I'm gonna be doing this off screen. And I'm gonna see if I can make any of those scenarios possible and happen. And if I do get it to work, I'm just gonna sort of like clip everything together. And we'll continue on from there. Because it can take many hours to get to that point. Hey guys, it's Future Me. Now I think we're on to something here. I have a few doubts because I have a lot of garbage gems. And if there's a way for me to get rid of them with a Midas bomb and a swapping symbol if I can get it, that is ideal. But I started recording because it's possible with this run. We're already on to a solid foundation. We have 5 oysters, and we have an archaeologist, and he's worth quite a bit right now. So let's hope we can get somewhere. We'll get a cat, because we have copycat. It's not gonna hurt anything. Ideally, we want our cat to be around the archaeologist so we can last longer, but... for now, that'll have to suffice. Like, this is perfect. I considered getting a Hex of Destruction, but I'm uncertain. Really, it's because I can't swap it around. If I could move the Hex of Destruction wherever I wanted with the swapping symbol, I'd probably get it. So then I can choose what I get rid of. I want to get rid of a lot of these gems. I do have 2 bounty hunters, and I'm going to keep them in case they get Zeroth's contract, because I don't want to have to wait for the general to kill people. So if I do have the swapping symbol and the contract, those 2 bounty hunters will kill each other, and I can kill out my other humans. I was trying very hard in this run not to pick up too much garbage and only things I could destroy. But I wasn't thinking when I picked up the golem. And golem gave me 5 pieces of garbage. I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. And I've already seen quite a few jokers. I had to skip through them, sadly. I think I've seen about 3 jokers already. I wasn't recording for it, but I was telling myself, you know, we got the archaeologist on like the 5th roll or so. I said, we have to continue, we gotta do this. I can't break the momentum we built up, because I had 3 oysters and an archaeologist. We'll skip that one. But we do need to get this boy thicker. He's only at 108 now. What are we at? 2 spades? I'll grab 3 just to break it flush. Yep. So if 3 of them land on the screen, I get an extra 50, which will help me out a little bit. Right here. That's what we want to see. And now that I have that, 3 black, if we can ever get the black is doubled, I could always try breaking the game if I feel like we're not getting anywhere on this archaeologist run. Because with the amount of coins you get when breaking the game, you could easily afford to max out anything you wanted, or attempt anything. Like when you had the quadrillions, your rent's only 30,000. That was worth quite a bit, actually. Okay, nothing good yet, but let's see what item we get. A comfy pillow would be very nice right now. I need that lucky capsule. You can never say no to the lucky capsules. Oh, I don't know why I froze up there. Ooh, it's Zarov's contract. I really want to take this, but I don't know if it's too soon. It may be too soon. And I may have to skip that for now, sadly. I hate to do that, but... I don't have the swapping symbol yet, so I don't think I can afford it. And my win condition here... Sadly, he's the archaeologist, because I have nothing else that pays well. We'll skip it. I do not have a lockpick, so I don't want to get a key in the deck. It's not worth the 2 slots. There's the key. Still gonna skip it. We'll have to skip that, sadly. Yeah, nothing good. We'll skip again. I worry now that our deck is getting pretty full, so it's hard for us to see the things we do want. That's a good one. He's gonna get copycat. Maybe I should have taken the general's contract. Another oyster, so we're at 6 oysters. That's perfect. But the archaeologist little guy, he's not, he doesn't look like he can keep up much longer. On solely just a archaeologist build, he's not doing too well. I guess he's doing okay, but I think if you're trying to hit game-breaking areas and all that other stuff, like the unknowns and stuff, I don't think you can use him to get there. But maybe if you use like cards and flowers to break the game, you can make the archaeologist one, like the strongest unit after a few days or so. You could probably do the same with divers and such, but I think because the diver will get rid of the oysters, you can't, unless you're physically watching and you create some program to actively bring in things that the divers can destroy. But if I can clean up my whole board and just make it oysters and archaeologist, I should be able to go infinitely. I hope. The telescope would make that very easy, as well as the conveyor belt. If I can get the conveyor belt and telescope, this would be game over. Because then I would always clear out all pebbles and pearls. They would spawn 2 times in as often. So it would just go up exponentially. I think it'd be a 20% chance they'd pop in. It would be like that, essentially. Times 12, or 15. I don't know if we'll make the next rent payment. We'll see. With a couple of lucky errors, we might be able to do it. We'll have to skip there. Lucky capsule's good. Looting glove. I don't think this makes a difference, but I'll get it. That's not what I want to see. Yeah, that didn't really make a difference. We'll grab that silver arrow. Now, if we get some really lucky doubles and triples and quadruples, we'll be probably okay. But I don't think we're getting it. Darn, darn, darn. There is so much potential in this run. That's not a bad one. We probably will make this rent payment. Probably will. But I don't know about the next one. Ooh, if the archaeologists don't show up, maybe not. 2 sins? I don't know about this. I got some lucky doubles maybe, but I don't think so. We can still make it if the archaeologist shows up. Yeah, damn it. Alright. So what I might have to do, what I'm thinking, I might have to find another episode, and I might just start in after endless mode on those game-breaking runs. I don't think I'm gonna start with the first 777 rent and before, because that's always going to be the same. Like, when you're trying to break the game, you always have to go for like the builds that work, like cultists, suits, flowers. And we try to go on from there, and then we try changing it with everything they throw at us in the end. But we have to be so far ahead, it's hard to do. So that was pretty cool. We almost had a good start with the archaeologist, knowing we can get it to 100 something. We could definitely get it much higher. But I'm going to end the video here on this note, and I'll see if I can do something in the next one. Bye guys, thanks.